Funny Games, a 1997 Austrian psychological thriller film written and directed by Michael Haneke. They are listening to music, the kind of music that people like them enjoy. Because they are the kind of people who are into that kind of music. And the ones who are into that music don't like the music that's suddenly heard now. They consider it music for the crazy ones. Because the ones who are crazy for them are the ones who don't listen to classy music. Their social class is higher, and they like that their music is classy. They feel it's made by people who are not crazy, unlike that other music. The ones into classy music are mostly posh. And the posh ones cannot stand the madness that the other music represents. There are crazy guys around, but none of them belong to their social class. The classy ones like music that sounds proper. They don't like the other kind, the one they think is for crazy people. Madness is never for them, they are always polite and nice. The ones who like that other music are the sick ones. And the sane ones never stop to think what makes the sick ones so crazy. They just don't want to hear it, or think about why that music exists. Because crazy music is made by crazy people, and listened to by crazy people. Now they are talking to the neighbors from the car. They want to know about them, they want to know who those two guys are, they think the guys are like them. Because the crazy ones are never in that neighborhood. They believe these new guys are polite and sane. In that neighborhood only the ones who dislike insanity are welcome. Now they are at home and they like it. Home is the place to feel good, not sick. They are the ones who are into love, and that feeling good must be maintained at all times. The crazy ones, for them, are the ones into psychopathy. They feel the crazy ones are to blame for all the madness in the world. Now the husband talks to the neighbor, accompanied by the taller, dark-haired guy. That guy is taken as a friend of the neighbors. He wants to make them feel good. He is polite and nice. He likes to know who they are, so he can visit later and do to them what they do to those who live the good life and feel good. These guys are into being both posh and nice, but they are ordinary guys into psychopathy. The posh ones think they are dirty. They think these guys like that crazy music the posh ones don't like. Now the mother is in the kitchen preparing dinner. They like everything to be comfortable and nice. Now the ones who are into love are visited by someone. It's the blonde guy. He likes to pay a visit because they plan to arrive at the place soon. They like to be polite and nice, but that is not the reality. They would like to torture them, because the posh ones are too posh for those who are into hatred and disarrangement. Now the guy wants to borrow eggs for the neighbor. It's the game those guys always repeat in that neighborhood, family after family. They want to play the game with all of them. This guy is very soft, he is not rough at all, but he does not like people like them. He wants to play with those who are not like him. He likes to be terror to those who think they are crazy, because what they do as normal is abnormal for him. Now the guy pushes the phone into the sink, into the water. The phone is ruined. That's what he wanted, because later they will play their game with that family. The game is about teasing them. They like to tease and make them feel weak and wasted for nothing more than playing that game. Now the woman feels very uncomfortable. They like that because those guys are into messing up the posh ones. Now the woman, again alone, wants to regain harmony around her, but the dog is barking over and over again. She wants to go and have a look. And the two guys are there, in her hall, inside her home. Now the game begins. Those two guys are full of hatred for people like them because they represent the good life. Those two guys are deeply into psychopathy toward the posh ones. That guy likes to act funny around them. Now the dog barks again without stopping. Then the dog goes silent after making a sound like he's hurt. The woman wants to know what's wrong with the dog. While she's wondering, the guy surprises her. He has a funny attitude. The woman is upset and wants them to leave, but the funny guy takes his time, making her even more upset. They like good people to fall into a bad mood, and for that bad mood they have a solution. Be funny about it. The two guys are going to push her into being violent and rude. Now her husband, who was preparing the boat with their son, arrives and asks what's happening. The two guys say they're polite and don't deserve to be treated so roughly. The woman wants them out immediately, but the guys still want the eggs. She finally gives them the eggs. Now they're making fun inside the house. The husband wants them to leave. The guys take the eggs and become more rude. The husband slaps the funny guy. The guy hits his leg, breaking it. Now they're rude and violent. The family feels they've been trapped. They can't get the young men to leave. Now the guys give them orders, hoping they'll obey. These guys know how to treat the posh ones, because they've been treated by them before. They know how the posh ones think about people of lower social class. The posh ones want to be respected and shown submission. But these two psychopaths have gone crazy about it all before. They know how the posh behave, how they think and feel about those beneath them. They believe the posh carry an attitude of moral superiority. Now they want to play their game with those considered important and desirable, because the posh believe they are the reason, the real way to be. But these two have served the posh, and they feel sick about it. They carry resentment. Now the dark-haired one pretends to make them submit. He treats them like the posh once treated him, because he knows the posh expect submission from those who serve. Now the family must submit. The two guys are into both fun and domination. Now they try to find the dog. The woman searches. The guy asks if she's near or far from him. The woman feels sick inside constantly. They play with her the way the posh play with the non-posh when they serve them. Now the guy is having fun because he feels what she feels. The woman finds the dead dog. It's because the psychopaths are into killing, because the family represents everything they've hated in the past. This is their time for revenge. They find it fun because it's so easy. Now another family arrives by boat. The woman and the funny guy go to meet them. She's warned to act normal so they don't suspect anything. She acts as if nothing is wrong. The guy is introduced. No one suspects a thing. Now the woman feels that the neighbors they saw earlier have gone through the same situation. The psychopaths want to know where that other family lives, to visit them later. They want to kill as many posh families as they can, because they hate them. Now back at home the trapped family hopes everything will be resolved. The boys tell them they must be nice and polite. They cannot be rude or violent. They pretend to accept submission. They reject bad reactions. Now the woman insults them, so they intensify the game. They want to subdue her. They hope she'll be nice and polite. Now they fight. The woman insults them again. She threatens to kill them. The guys become more violent. The woman cries. Now the dark-haired guy tells the blonde guy to explain why they're doing this. The blonde says his father divorced his mother when he was a child. He cries. The dark-haired guy says the blonde's father was an alcoholic. His family was dysfunctional. The funny guy declares they are not the ones with the good life and good feeling. Then he lies, saying the blonde is posh. That makes the blonde laugh. Now they know they're trapped by two psychopaths. It's because these two have had problems all their lives. They want to hurt those who live the good life, because they feel disgrace while others feel grace. Now the trapped ones realize these two guys are into psychopathy. They cannot stand how they were treated when they served the posh. Now they make a bet. The family will be dead by morning. They don't want to play this game. The funny guy speaks to the camera, showing that they enjoy killing. Now the bet is made. The two guys talk to each other, making it clear they are very funny. They treat the family in a humiliating way. They torture them. They spend time doing nothing but talking about them. The family can't stand it. They can't stand to stand there listening to it. Those two guys felt the same when they served the posh ones. Now is the time to make them feel afraid and nervous. And depending on how patiently they endure it, they might feel better. It's because those boys are making them feel as sick as they once felt. Because of them. Now the ones who feel sick are the ones who once felt safe in their good life. That good feeling is over. It's not as if those two guys existed only to serve their purposes. Now the posh ones feel wasted. Everything feels wasted. Now the woman has to undress for them. It's because they want to torture her. They treat her as if she's nothing more than a thing, not a person with needs. Her needs are now to be respected. But that respect the two guys feel should not be expected. Now they feel they are the ones who get to have fun, and the posh ones are nothing more than toys, just as they once were. Now the ones to be ignored are the posh ones. And they must do as they're told. It's revenge. Now the little boy escapes. He tries to ask the neighbors for help, but those neighbors are already dead. They were part of the same game before. Now the two guys are enjoying themselves. They like driving people crazy. The dark-haired one goes after the boy. Now is the time for the posh ones to be treated in ways they've never been treated. They say a lot about others, but they can't stand listening to what others say about them. They just want to get rid of those who aren't posh. It's been too long standing in what others said. Now the boy reaches the neighbor's house. The guy goes after him. It's sick, how the woman cries and begs the blonde guy to stop. The boy hides in the house and finds the neighbors dead. He takes a rifle and hides. The funny guy goes after him. He finds the boy and the boy points the rifle at him. Crazy music plays loud. It's the sign they are the kind of crazy ones the family considers crazy. The boy shoots, but the rifle has no ammunition. Now the funny guy and the boy return to the others. They say they're going to end them. They want to kill them all. It's like that, but they'll take their time. They admit they want to kill them. They have 2 rounds of ammunition. The funny guy goes to the kitchen to eat. A shot is heard. When he returns to the living room, he finds the blonde guy has shot and killed the kid. Now the guys say they're leaving, and they leave. The boy's parents finally react. Their child is dead, they are shocked, they say nothing. The woman frees her hands and legs, she frees the husband, now they feel the pain, they are totally shocked. The door is closed, so they decide the woman will leave through the window while the husband waits inside. The game is this: the posh ones think the rest are dirty or crazy. But they forget, they can be disgusting and sick when they're not obeyed or served by those outside their class. They deserve to be treated as they treat others. They don't like serving someone who isn't posh. It makes them sick in the gut to submit to someone of lower class. Now the woman leaves the house and reaches the road looking for help. They think salvation might come. The husband feels they've lost their boy, assaulted by two crazy ones, sick with hatred for the posh. They thought they'd gotten rid of the guys. But now the guys are back. They return with the woman, now they want to end it all, they use a knife to hurt the husband. The wife is shocked, they want the woman to pray. They want to make her sick, because they are forced to obey and they hate obeying. They need ultraviolence to feel their security is lost. Now the woman takes the rifle and shoots the blonde guy. But the dark-haired one uses a remote control. He rewinds the action. Time goes backwards, the murder doesn't happen. Now they decide to kill the husband, they kill him. Now in the early morning the guys and the woman go to the boat. They sail on the lake with the woman tied. It's time to end this. The woman tries to free herself with a small knife hidden in the boat. They sit her down and push her tied out of the boat. Now she is dead. Now they go to the house of the family that had spoken with the dark-haired guy and the now dead woman. The dark-haired one walks to the front door. He asks for some eggs, for the wife of the family they just killed. The funny guy looks at the camera. The music, crazy and sick, plays loud. Because some people miss that they are missed by everyone, and everyone wants to be posh. But the ones who aren't posh don't hate the posh. It's the posh ones who hate the non-posh.